What if I told you there's something right in your own kitchen, something you probably had this morning, that is silently damaging two of the hardest working organs in your body? Not dramatically, not all at once, but drop by drop, day after day, quietly doing damage you won't feel until it's already severe. I'm Dr. Adrian Volker, a nephrologist, and for years I've been sitting across from patients facing dialysis, facing transplants, asking me the same question. Doctor, how did I not know? Today, I'm going to answer that question. No medical jargon, no scare tactics, just a straightforward conversation, the kind I wish someone had given my patients years earlier. I'm going to walk you through the 4 biggest hidden threats to your kidneys, starting with the most common and building to what I consider the most dangerous one of all, the one most people never suspect, the one you almost certainly consumed this morning. Stay with me. What you learned today could genuinely change things for you. First, let's talk about why this matters more as we get older. Your kidneys are remarkable. Imagine the most advanced water purification system in the world, running 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, never taking a break. That's what your kidneys do. They filter every drop of blood in your body, pulling out toxins, waste, and excess fluid. They regulate blood pressure. They help produce red blood cells. They keep your bones strong. They are quietly holding everything else together. But here's the problem. Kidneys are masters of silence. There's no alarm. No sharp pain that warns you something is going wrong. Chronic kidney disease is a thief. It moves slowly over years, and by the time obvious symptoms appear, swollen ankles, crushing fatigue, muscle cramps, the damage can already be severe, sometimes irreversible. And as we age, the kidneys become more vulnerable. Their filtering capacity gradually declines with each decade, the way a high mileage engine still runs, but no longer has the power it once did. Now imagine giving that engine poor quality fuel every single day. You already know what happens. Add to that the fact that high blood pressure and type 2 diabetes, the 2 leading causes of chronic kidney disease worldwide, become far more common as we get older. Anything that contributes to or worsens either of those conditions is a direct attack on your kidneys. So let's put names to those attacks. Poison. Number 4, sedentary behavior. Stagnant water that suffocates your kidneys. This first one surprises people because it's not something you eat or drink. It's something you don't do. I'm talking about prolonged sitting, hours in front of the television or a screen without getting up. And I can already hear it. Doctor, what does sitting have to do with my kidneys? The answer is everything. Your kidneys depend on strong, healthy blood flow to do their job. Think of a powerful, rushing river, clean, moving, carrying everything along with it. Now picture a stagnant puddle. Mud settles, things rot. The water turns toxic. Your circulatory system is that river. When you move, your heart pumps with purpose, and blood flows vigorously to every corner of your body, including the millions of tiny filters in your kidneys. But when you sit for hours, everything slows. The blood becomes lazy, and that's the perfect environment for your kidneys' worst enemies, obesity, high blood pressure, and type 2 diabetes, to take hold. When you're inactive, your body struggles to process blood sugar properly, which eventually leads to insulin resistance. Inactivity causes weight gain, which forces your heart to work harder, raising blood pressure. Every extra kilogram is an additional burden on kidneys that are already working overtime. The solution is simpler than you think. You don't need to become an athlete. You just need to stop sitting for so long without a break. Set an alarm on your phone every hour, get up, walk to the kitchen, get a glass of water, stretch. That alone reactivates circulation. Then build toward a daily walk. Start with 10 minutes. Go to 15 the following week. Consistency matters far more than intensity. Walking is one of the best things you can do for your heart, your blood sugar, your bones, and your kidneys. If mobility is a challenge, chair exercises work too. Moving your arms, lifting your legs, rotating your ankles. Any movement is better than no movement. Every step you take is a wave of clean water for your kidneys. Remember that. Poison. Number 3, harmless. Painkillers. The deception, hiding in your medicine cabinet. This one lives in almost every home. It's the pill you reach for without thinking. For a headache, a bad back, stiff joints. I'm talking about NSAIDs, ibuprofen, naproxen, diclofenac. Familiar names, over the counter. So they must be safe, right? No, that's exactly the deception. These medications are genuinely effective for pain, but chronic use, high doses, or daily reliance, and especially in older adults, can be devastating for the kidneys. Here's why. Your kidneys need strong blood flow to function. Your body maintains that flow using substances called prostaglandins, which keep the tiny renal arteries open. NSAIDs block prostaglandins to reduce pain, but they don't discriminate. They block the ones protecting your kidneys too. The arteries constrict, blood and oxygen reaching your kidney filters drop dramatically. It's like stepping on the garden hose while you're trying to water a plant. The water doesn't get through and the plant starts to wither. Do that daily for months or years and those filters don't just struggle, they scar, they stop functioning. And this process gives no warning until the damage is significant. So what do you do about pain? You don't ignore it. Quality of life matters, but you treat it smarter. If pain lasts more than a few days, the goal isn't to keep silencing it with pills, it's to find out what's causing it. Never self-medicate with NSAIDs chronically. Be honest with your doctor about everything you take, including over-the-counter medications. Many cold and sleep remedies contain NSAIDs hidden in the ingredient list. For occasional pain, acetaminophen is generally safer for the kidneys at correct doses. And don't underestimate non-pill options. Physical therapy, heat, cold, gentle stretching. These can make a remarkable difference and reduce how much you lean on painkillers. The bottom line, NSAIDs used occasionally are fine. Okay, depending on them daily without medical supervision is like playing Russian roulette with your kidney health. Poison number 2, salt, the invisible enemy. Already in your food. Here's one I hear constantly in my office. But doctor, I barely even use a salt shaker. That's the misunderstanding. The problem isn't the salt you add at the table, it's the enormous amount of hidden sodium already inside the food before it even reaches you. More than 75% of the sodium most people consume comes from packaged and processed foods, not the salt shaker. It's in bread, deli meats, cheeses, canned soups, sauces, frozen meals. The food industry uses sodium to extend shelf life and enhance flavor. It's invisible and it's everywhere. Here's what it does inside your body. When sodium floods your system, like your body retains fluid to dilute it. Blood volume rises, pressure inside your arteries climbs. That is high blood pressure, and it is the second leading cause of kidney failure. Your kidney filters are a delicate, intricate network of tiny vessels. Imagine trying to clean silk fabric with a fire hose at full pressure. You destroy it in minutes. That's what chronic hypertension does to your kidneys, day after day, damaging them, scarring them, slowly breaking them down. The solution is becoming a label reader. Turn the package over and look for the word sodium. You'll be genuinely surprised. Foods that don't even taste salty can be loaded with it. The recommended daily limit is 2,300 milligrams. If you already have high blood pressure, aim lower. Cook at home more often where you control exactly what goes in. Hakinro. And rediscover what food actually tastes like. Herbs, spices, garlic, lemon, vinegar can transform a meal without a milligram of added sodium. If you buy canned vegetables, rinse them under the tap before using them. That one simple step removes a significant portion of the added sodium. Within a few weeks of reducing sodium, your taste buds genuinely reset. You'll start tasting food again instead of just tasting salt. It's a surprisingly liberating experience. Poison number 1, sugar and refined flour, the deadliest duo in your diet. And now we come to it, the one I've been building toward, the one I consider, without question, the most dangerous silent poison attacking your kidneys. It's not a rare chemical. It's not something unfamiliar. We associate it with celebration, with comfort, with love. I'm talking about sugar. And its inseparable partner, refined flour. The desserts, the soft drinks, the white bread, the pasta, the cookies. In my years of practice, this combination is the single biggest reason why diabetes remains the number 1 cause of kidney failure worldwide. I see the pattern repeat itself constantly until patients end up on dialysis. And here's what makes it so dangerous. Sugar and refined flour don't launch one attack. They launch a coordinated assault from multiple directions simultaneously. Attack 1, the direct road to diabetes. When you eat sugar and refined flour, they trigger a flood of glucose into your bloodstream. Your pancreas rushes to release insulin to manage it. Do this every day for years and your cells start ignoring the insulin. Blood sugar stays chronically elevated. That is type 2 diabetes, and once that happens, the damage to your kidneys is brutal. Sugar literally stiffens and destroys the kidney filters. This is called diabetic nephropathy, and it is the fastest path to dialysis. Attack 2. Blood pressure. We used to think salt was the main driver of hypertension. We now know sugar is just as destructive, possibly worse. Even if you're careful with salt, a high sugar diet will continue hammering your blood pressure and, by extension, your kidneys. Attack 3. Chronic inflammation. Sugar is fuel for inflammation. It causes a low-grade, constant inflammatory state throughout your body, including inside the tiny vessels of your kidneys that slowly erodes them from within. Attack 4. Obesity and fatty liver. Excess sugar that your body doesn't burn gets stored as fat. That leads to weight gain, metabolic disruption, and fat deposits in the liver, all of which compound the damage to your kidneys. 4 simultaneous attacks. That's why this is poison number 1. Here's how you fight back. First, understand that sugar disguises itself. High fructose corn syrup, dextrose, sucrose, maltose, they are all the same enemy wearing different names. Read your labels. Second, eliminate the most obvious offenders first. Sugary drinks, sodas, packaged juices, sweetened teas are liquid sugar. A single can contain more than 10 teaspoons. Replace them with water, sparkling water, with lemon or herbal tea. This single change alone makes an enormous difference. Third, watch out for low-fat products. When fat is removed, sugar is usually added to compensate. Choose natural versions instead. Plain yogurt over fruit flavored, for example, and add fresh fruit yourself. Fourth, swap refined grains for whole ones. Real whole grain bread, brown rice, oats. The fiber in these slows how quickly sugar enters your bloodstream. And build your diet around real whole foods, vegetables, fruit, legumes, meat, fish, eggs, nuts. When your meals are built on real ingredients, sugar and refined flour almost naturally disappear. Breaking free from sugar is not easy. It is genuinely addictive. But it is the single most powerful thing you can do to protect your kidneys. Let's bring it all together. We've unmasked 4 silent poisons today. 4. Sedentary behavior, which stagnates circulation and starves your kidneys of blood flow. 3. NSAIDs, which quietly strangle the tiny arteries feeding your kidney filters. 2. Hidden sodium, which drives up blood pressure and destroys your kidneys under sustained pressure. 1. Sugar and refined flour, launching a full multi-front assault that leads directly to diabetes and kidney failure. You may feel a little overwhelmed right now. That's understandable. But my goal isn't to frighten you. It's to hand you something useful. Because kidney disease doesn't have to be your destiny. Every single one of these threats is within your control. You decide whether to get up from the chair. You decide whether to ask your doctor about that pain instead of just reaching for a pill. You decide whether to flip the package over and read the label. You decide whether to reach for water instead of soda. You don't have to change everything tonight. Start with one thing, just one. Then add another tomorrow. Every choice is a brick in the wall protecting the organs that have been quietly working for you every second of your life. Your kidneys never take a day off. Return the favor. If this video opened your eyes to something you didn't know before, please share it. Send it to someone you care about, a partner, a parent, a friend. This kind of information should be circulating, not sitting on a shelf. And if you want more practical, clear conversations about protecting your health as you get older, subscribe and turn on notifications. I post a new video every week. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. What surprised you most today? Is there something here you plan to change? I read every comment. I'm Dr. Adrian Volker. Your kidneys are working tirelessly for you right now as you watch this. Take care of them. I'll see you next week.